Hi everybody, it's me, Carrie. I'm live again. Woohoo! Okay, so, excuse me. As you can see here, I still have my cough. And knowing me, I will have this cough until sometime around June. That seems to be my way with things like that. So, I've got my tablet set up. For some reason, it keeps going landscape, which makes it harder to see all the comments. But I'm here, yay! So, quick catch up from my my kind of emotional video last week. My daughter is home. She still has shingles, of course. She's still infectious. She just sent us a text this morning. I don't, my hair is just like ready to be falling out. But she's also now at the point where she needs palliative care or something worse or better, whatever you want to call it. But convincing her that that's what she needs is another story. So keep her in your prayers. Her name is Brittany. Thank you very much. Okay. Now on to the fun stuff. I am going to talk about some of the this cool thing that I wanted to show you guys last week. So this is a new sentiment stamp set, and y'all know I love a sentiment stamp set. So this is one of the new ones. It's called The Right Words. It's coming out next month. So, but the sentiment doesn't really matter for the technique I'm going to show you guys today. Also, this new Glass and Gardens embossing folder. I'm trying to remember. These are going to be online, or they already are online. I don't think this is online. No, this is in the catalog. But these are the two embossing folders. There, I'm hoping you guys can see that. I'm going to be using the floral one today, and I've actually already embossed them. So I'm just going to show you this cool, fun technique. So we're going to start first by just doing the card base, just so that you guys, I don't want to give away the secret too early. So this is a card base. This is basic beige. This is not a color I've used very often because it's fairly new, but it's like perfect for the designer series paper that I've cut. And it's coming out also. It's called something. Oh, I think it's here. Is this it? It is called Beautiful Gallery. I'm pretty sure I popped on and showed this to you guys when I did my unboxing. I'm sorry. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I have some little pieces already cut. This of course is your regular standard card size. When you fold it, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is 4 by 5 1/4. This is going to be layered on that. Okay. So I am going to start with this piece right here, and I'm going to adhere it to this card base. And I forgot to grab my adhesive. There it is. So I know that this is longer than the card base, so I'm going to not go, I think it's just a smidgen shorter, or longer, I mean. So there. If you're watching, please say hello. Hopefully I can see it. So I'm going to put this right to the edge of this piece. And because I'm using liquid glue, I can kind of tap it, make sure it's where I want it. And then, of course, trim off. Oh, it's not perfect. Look at that. See, this is why I like liquid glue. Get it perfect. And you know, I'm not one for perfection, but hey, if you can do perfection, let's do perfection. And then I'm going to trim this off. So that's ready. I grabbed this piece, but I'm not sure yet what I was going to do with it. I think I just wanted to have it so you guys could see this is from this, and then there's it's 6 by 6, so there's more to this sheet, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just love it. And then I'm going to try to get the components before I show you the trick, because it's so cool. I hope you guys think it's cool. Okay, so out of that awesome new upcoming stamp set, the right words, I'm going to use the Thinking of You. And I just trimmed these. I stamped my original, and then I trimmed it out. So the measurements don't matter for this. I'll give them to you. Good morning, Barbara. Thanks for saying hi. I will give them to you, but they don't really matter because you'll use whatever sentiments you have and then trim it to fit. But this one is 3/4 by 2.5, which makes this 1 inch by 2 3/4, which is what I'm going to mat it on. I have some new gems here that are coming out. They are called Pressed Flower Motif. Yeah, and they're new or up and coming, whichever way you want to look at it. So now I'm just going to have this ready. All right, now, as soon as I get this centered, that's good enough for me. Okay, so I'm going to show you that I, excuse me, embossed with that folder some of our silver foil paper. I also did it in gold because I wanted to see the difference. And I'm going to show you 2 cards that I've already made that are one's in silver, one's in gold. But here's the trick. Gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just going to have to deal with all this coughing, and I hope you guys can too. So, using regular markers, I've got a paper towel, or portion of a paper towel, and I have a early espresso, and I believe this is Lost Lagoon. So what and I'm going to tell you that here I tried a blending pen, and I'm going to see if I can, oh, wrong side. I'm going to see if I can replicate what happened. And then when I tried to rub it out, see how it took the gold away? That's why I'm not using them. Probably if I let it sit, but that's not, I didn't want it to be solid early espresso. Okay, so here's what I found out. If I use a regular marker, and I'm going to go in and I am going to color the leaves, this Lost Lagoon, and get those all colored. I think that's a leaf right there. And here's some. There's one. I'm not sure, but I'm going to color those. And I'm just using, like I said, a regular Stampin' Write marker. So this is water-based. So you would think it would be a problem. At least I did. I was like, this isn't going to work. But it does. So now I've got them on there. And I don't want them that bright. So I am just going to now rub them carefully so that I don't bend. Did I bend that one? And just lighten up the color. I think I rubbed too hard on those upper ones up here because this one really seemed to lighten it up a little bit too much. And you. What happened to you? And you. And you. So you just keep playing with it until you get it the way you want it. And it's going to give it, I don't know why I'm getting the black on there. That's so weird. I don't know what that is. I do not know. It's very weird. Okay. So I've got that, and so now the leaves have a little bit of a green tint to them, but not a solid green, right? So now, this is going to seem crazy, you guys. I'm going to take my early espresso, and I'm just going to go a little bit nuts here, all over the flowers, in between where the flowers and the leaves are. And I'm just going to color, color, color. And I don't want to leave that on there too long, so I'm going to start by rubbing this off. But look at how it kind of, can you see the difference? How it's antiquing it out? I love it. I love it. So I don't know if anybody's ever done this technique before. So I need to name it. And I'm not sure what to name it. So you know, if you have some good ideas, for now, I'm going to call it colored foil. And you guys, if you come up with something cooler, you just let me know. And I am happy to consider that. Also, speaking of names, oops, oh, that wasn't supposed to go in there. It's okay. I can deal with it. I have been thinking for a long time that Tiny Tip Tuesday really doesn't fit, because I very rarely do short videos on Tuesdays, which was the original plan of the Tiny Tip. So I'm looking for a new name for my Tuesday videos. So I think I'm going to run a contest. So get your thinking caps prepared so that when I run my contest, you will be ready to pick a new name. And then I'll give prizes away. I'll pick like my favorite 2 or 3 and then let you guys vote or something. I haven't really thought it out. I just know that, like, my son teases me all the time. You never give them, like, this is a tip, but this isn't, I mean, a tiny tip would be, okay, see you, bye, you know, but no, it's not. Okay, so now I've got that. Now I'm going to take this cool background here, and I am going to, I'm going to start with, let me grab the right one. I'm going to start with a strong adhesive like Stampin' Steel Plus, and I'm going to go down most of the center. Now I know that this is also too long for the for what I'm going to do with it, but I'm just not going to worry about that too much. Then I want to make sure I get a little on like the leaves so that they don't bend, because they're foil and I don't want them to bend up. Does that make sense? I think you probably follow that. So just adding adhesive in some places where there is not any adhesive. I'm not sure how far down that goes, but, and I want to get all these little ones here. That one looks too thick. Okay, so now I've got adhesive all over that except for this little section. Now I'm going to set it so that it is, I really don't want to lose too many of these leaves, but we'll probably lose some of them. So I'm going to press this down. Your fingers will get dirty, as you can see. So you may want to keep something to wash them with. I'm going to just use a little water on my paper towel just to keep me from getting the rest of my card dirty. I'm out of baby wipes, I think. I usually keep baby wipes handy, but I think I used them all up. And it's not something I think about. I'm almost 68. I don't think about baby wipes when I'm out at the grocery store. I don't know why. All right, so I think I'm going to trim this one off. I mean, I almost hate to, but it's the nature of this card is trimming stuff off. So now I have this. What do you think? Does anybody like it? I'm not seeing any comments. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Now, one of the things I'm going to do also, which I could have done before I layered that, but I didn't. So I'm just going to add, you guys have seen me do this before, where I just run my edge along the edge of the card just to give it some more definition to where the edges are. Does not have to be perfect. So there, that kind of, see, it helps it sort of pop off the page, right? And you can put this on with dimensionals if you want, but I'm going to just go ahead and adhere it with my lovely liquid glue that I love, 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 love. And center it on there and get it as straight as Carrie will get it. And then this, the sentiment, I am going to put on dimensionals. And then I always have to think about, where do I want it this time? I've put it in a couple of different places. One of them I added some linen thread to, and I was going to do that with this one, but you know I forgot, right? So that, and then some bling. So I'm going to grab these pressed flowered. Oh, some of them are trying to escape. It happens, you know. So I'm going to put one down there. They kind of remind me, I mean, I know they're pressed flowers, and if you look at them up close, you probably can't tell in video. They really do look like, there's like a little flower design in there. But, yeah, only, you know, you have to really look at them to see what they are. So there we go. So I've got 3 of those, you know, about balance with 3 an uneven number, 3, 5, 7, that kind of thing. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, so here's the one I just did for you. Here's one I did in gold, and you can see I did it on, I matted it on early espresso, and I maybe got carried away a little bit with dirtying up the basic beige base, but I still kind of liked it. But you see, the gold and the silver look totally different. And again, I had to use the markers because I don't know where I put it, but you guys saw, I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. You guys saw what happened, that it took the color off. So we don't want that. And here's my original one that is similar to this one, but I added the string, which I forgot. And I did dirty this one up too, just not as much. So you've kind of got 3 different ideas for the same. Let me put the gold in the middle. There we go. For basically the same card. Now this one I put the bling exactly in the same place. This one I did it a little differently, and that's okay. But you can see they don't turn out the same. I mean, you can tell this one doesn't, it's not colored like that one. They all just come out a little differently. So I hope you guys like this. Let me know, which one do you like better? 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys. Thank you, Marion. I'm glad you liked the card and the technique. All right, so thank you for watching. I will, the plan is to have another video ready for you guys for Saturday. There's just a lot going on, as you know, with my daughter. So there's always a possibility, but I know you guys are here and you're taking care of me. The other thing I was going to tell you guys about, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I really need it right now. There's this challenge. I found it on Facebook. It's called 40/40, right? Yeah, 40/40. And it's a, I guess they do it all the time. I don't know, but it's Christian based, and it is where you read the scriptures for 40 days and you walk a mile every day for 40 days. Kind of like the 40 days that Christ was tempted. So it's a structure to help you understand the discipline he had to have and get you closer to the Lord and exercise. So I just wanted to mention it because, not to preach, okay? I know not everybody on here is religious and or Christian, but it's really helping me with everything that's I'm going through right now. So, all right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that little off-topic little thing. But anyway, let me know which card you like. 1, 2, 3. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your week, you guys. See you soon. Bye.